you have a voice. You have a voice out of Margolina.
The court was in progress. The jury, the judge, at the witness stand. A young police officer, Alan Badminton, was about to testify for the first time in his life. The very first public speaking make anybody nervous. But for Alan, it was even more so because of his stuttering. But he spent the entire morning in the empty courtroom practicing. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth. It went well. Now he put his left hand on the Bible, raised his right. With his heart pounding, with his face burning, just couldn't get this one word out. Mr. Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember this moment from a movie, The King's Speech? I have a voice! What a statement from someone with a speech impediment. Well, I always knew I could talk. You should hear me giving bold and powerful speeches to my dog. But when I had actual human audience, even one-person audience, and I would start stuttering and struggling, just like Alan. Since I was a child, I went from one therapist to another, including one famous Russian hypnotist. When you open your eyes, you will speak. One day, a lady called our house. She wanted to talk to my father. And as I tried to explain that my father isn't home, as usual, struggling, even leaning on the table in my effort to push my words out, she said, with a genuine concern in her voice, "Oh, poor darling, such a dreadful stutter.
No.
But I know what you can do." She got my attention. "You should just sing, instead of speaking." Yes, we don't stutter when we sing, but can you imagine marching into a grocery store and breaking into a song? I didn't think so. If you still remember this young and unfortunate police officer, he found even more bizarre way of dealing with his stutter. After this incident in court, he purchased a device, a horrible-looking contraption that produced a loud buzzing noise in his ears every time he spoke. It was annoying. It was giving him headaches. But he didn't stutter when he couldn't hear his voice. So he wore it for 20 years, every day. Do I see question in your eyes? Okay, where is my stutter? It's still there. Just become smaller. And Alan Badminton played a big role in it. When I first read his story, Skype, the man didn't stutter. He was very, very talkative. In fact, he became an inspirational speaker in high demand. His life changed when his wife convinced him in 2000 to enroll in a speech therapy program. And she was right. He did get better. Always listen to your wife. I also went to those programs, and I remember feeling happy. I can talk. But then I would lose it. And few weeks, few months, and I would be back to my stuttering existence. Only Alan didn't wait for his stutter to return. As soon as he was able to speak, he joined not one, not two, but 3 speaking clubs. And the man who was terrified of public speaking started giving speeches every week, sometimes 2-3 times a week, volunteering to speak for any organization that would have him. And when I met him, he had over 400 speeches under his belt. I started my journey in 2009, when, inspired by Alan, I plunged into the Toastmasters program. And today, I can finally speak to you, oh my wonderful audience, from my heart, not from my fears or my embarrassment. And even though you may not stutter, I want you to take this with you. When you come to believe that you have a voice, when you learn to trust, to treasure this voice, when you start listening to your heart, then you can speak, then you can grow, and you can inspire others. Mr. Toastmaster.